Somebody's feeling very sweaty about your last conversation. Before we start the reading today, I'd like to take just a moment of your time to promote this amazing piece of artwork I am so proud of. My Oracle deck that is officially available for sale. There was a pre-order list and a humongous amount of people are going to be receiving their cards throughout the next week. By the time I'm posting this, I probably have sent most of them out, to be quite frank. But what I did, I went ahead and ordered quite a bit of extra more, about 50 extra. So if you have been called to purchase this Oracle deck, the Boxer's Oracle, that I've been using with you guys for the past couple of months, I suggest you get it on it now, because the next time after those 50 are gone, I'm going to be waiting a couple of months to go ahead and make another order. All right, so if you're interested in that, go ahead to my website, offprintmint.com, which is linked in all my social media platforms. I want to go ahead and show you also, I'm going to go ahead and show you the guide booklet that's going to come with it. And in case you haven't really seen my cards before, you haven't been aware in certain readings we've been using my specific cards, these ones. This is the front, the Boxer's Oracle. We have all of those cards that have a mix of the comic vibe, if you will. The illustration also mixed though. Let's see, I'll find one. Perfect, I love this one. With kind of like a realism. The warrior. This card represents showing your bravery, honoring your worth, ready for new experiences. Every single card has such a depth and meaning, but another little icing on the cake, you will, is I put actual card interpretations inside this deck to even further optimize your readings. One thing I will state, I like to highlight, the next things are going to have much more durable booklets. I was not aware that they were going to be kind of this flimsy. I already ripped it a bit, so just be careful when you're using this one. But I'm going to make sure in the future that they're thicker material. I appreciate everything you guys do, and I want to give you the best quality stuff I possibly can. So this is the front of the guide booklet. When we go in, it's going to give you an introduction explaining to you why I created this. It's going to also tell you where you can stay connected with me. And then we start the card interpretations. And it goes on for about 4 more pages of interpretations. And then on the back, it's going to teach you how to read the cards if you pull them in a reversal. So this is up hand. And then when we pull cards in reversals, they have a different meaning. And the back of this explains to you the 2 ways you can actually read those reversals depending on the type of reading you have. And everybody's receiving a special gift from me. 1, a handwritten thank you note. And this 2 other really, really cool things I could not help but from gifting in there. Alrighty, so now let's get back into your reading. Thank you for your time deeply. And no matter if you choose to buy anything or not, I love just being able to give you free content. I am so grateful for all these platforms that I'm able to just simply give you your guidance, because you are deserving of that energy. And anything else you choose to do from there, I'm just simply more honored. If you choose to buy an Oracle deck, if you choose to get a reading from me, if you choose to be an apprentice, that is just icing and the best gourmet icing on the cake and all of the flair. But the meat and potatoes, the egg, the batter, I'm so grateful for is I simply can give you free guidance that you are more than deserving of. And guess what? Within this, I feel us turning into the reading, there's somebody sweating about your last conversation. They are acting like you're tripping, but they're the one tripping inside. There was gaslighting within this because of their fear. They're not a person that handles ground shaking energy. Like they're definitely an avoidant individual, a runner. And what I'm hearing is they, for a while, have been on a flirtatious journey. So no matter if they were committed to somebody else or not, they were always gaining a lot of attention for self-validation from others. With that being said, there's a difference between being a flirtatious individual from confidence and a sign of mutual respect for everyone, and then doing it simply for an egotistical validation. And this person feels like it tips back and forth, but most of the time into that egotistical sense. They got away with a lot of things, is just what I'm hearing, because of their attraction. They're definitely a physical, beautiful being. And it's not that their inwards isn't. They have a beautiful soul, else you wouldn't be attracted to them. But we're humans. And their trauma, I'm seeing, they've half-serviced. And now they're going into like a big spiritual awakening. You gave them an ego death with what transpired. Here's the thing. The elephant in the room, you were the one that's like, hey, what's going on here? I'm not about, and you didn't exactly do it in this presentation. You were definitely more sensitive, as should be. But here's the meat and potatoes of what you meant by it all. I don't want to continue to play games. I want to talk about what's actually happening here. I am not a runner. I'm doing my best not to be a chaser in life anymore. I'm doing pretty damn well with that. But just because I'm not going to be a chaser anymore doesn't mean... Whoa. Holy shit, did you hear that? Oh my god, that got my heart for a second. I don't know if y'all heard that. There must have been like an acorn or something that just dropped. Woo! That got me. Anyways. From you putting down your foot and being like, you know what? I am tired of trying so hard to do everything perfect and it's still not work out for you. You know what? I'm going to be myself and I'm going to be frustrated. And I'm not going to scream and overdo, but you're going to know I'm frustrated. You're going to know my worth. And that was really fucking attractive to them. See, there's still a toxic tendency within them that likes to chase. It's like if somebody's not making them chase. Let me word that in a way that makes more sense. If somebody is not putting your person in the position to have to chase, they will instantly become a runner. And that's that unhealed part. You are raw and blunt and real. Understand the balance between 3D world and spiritual. And that's very, very threatening to individuals who are still in that state of denial on human and spiritual acceptance, and how we are all connected, and how we have been taught a lot of things that actually we would never align with, and we have to unprogram ourselves. Spirit's saying, understand you did not do anything wrong. These weak spots, it was inevitable for them to be talked about. Sometimes Spirit puts the pressure on because you're that close to winning. And there was this energy of you, this tenacity. You were just like, I don't know what it is. I have to. Because if it would have gone any longer, is what I'm hearing, y'all would have been stuck in a deep cycle repeat. You needed to do this and you needed to separate for further growth. Spirit is saying you have released that short-term temptation of, or you've released that sense. You have been able to go ahead and release the need to feel like I have to reach back out to them again, or I'm just angry for a moment, but then I'm going to look back and see, oh, I could have done this differently, this differently, this differently. Going above and beyond for taking ownership for things that, quite frank, were never wrong that you did. You're not a perfect person, but the willpower to not let ego and parasites say, oh, you fucked up. And if you wouldn't have done this, everything else would have gone differently. You are not resisting the change. So Spirit says again, what do we start with? We started with the fucking warrior when we were just simply talking about these cards. showing bravery, honoring your worth, ready for new experiences. You are ready to meet new people right now. This could come back around with their freedom of will, what they decide to do. If they decide to own up and talk about what needs to be talked about and show you they're deserving of being in your life. And that may involve, go with me here, not making them sprint, run, and chase you in a toxic state, but put a pedal to the metal. Do a little bit above and beyond. Not just opening them, not just instantly like welcoming them in with open arms without an explanation. It feels like an unfinished story. It feels like they're more leaning onto the area of being a warrior and having bravery. But the thing you are to focus on right now is seeing the old timeline between you two is knocked out. That is verified. The purpose you served in each other's life, the big spiritual purpose, has been settled. But that doesn't mean with freedom of will you can't continue this journey together. You are right that there's more to this connection. You are right that they regret that they regret that they made you think they were leading you on. It's an interesting energy. There's also this sense of, there's a little bit of the woe me where they're like, you're better off without me. I care about you so deeply. I want to save you from me. And the only thing that's going to rid them of that is that self-love. Your focus is to stay focused on what you do have control of today. What releases, who are here. Be ready for new experiences. What they're focusing on during your time of separation is, again, becoming the warrior for themselves. Going ahead and starting the new book of their life. Seeing what has to stay in the past books. Being willing to have conversations before things go really south and misassumptions and misunderstandings or miscommunication get in the way. Honoring that willpower to resist the short temptation to run, and defending what is meant to be in their life. That's what I got for y'all today. If you're interested in a personal reading, go ahead to my website, offprintmint.com. The link is in all of my social media platforms, and also the link or the store to buy these cards is on the same website. Thank you for being here. Continue your work. You got this. See you when I see you. Let's get it.